How's it going? Got time for a quick break time tip. It's the end of the day. We're all gone, but the electricians are still here, so there's going to be some background noise. What I want to go over today is duct openings. So this tells you everything you need to know to build what I call a header package and get ahead of your top guy. For those who don't know, BOD is bottom of duct. Sometimes you'll have the top as well. It'll just say TOP. I don't mean to flip everybody off there. It's 10 foot 6.5 to the bottom of the duct. And the size, we always do width first, industry standard, 15 by 13 high. Now, what you build kind of depends on your situation. So if you're going from layout stud to layout stud, then you might need 2 at 13 to frame it in. If you have one that hits on layout, your layout stud hits the edge of your duct. Sometimes you can do that on purpose. Then you only need 1 vertical. But you typically need 2 of these. Again, that depends on what the situation is. So this is the center of the duct. Now you could just run your laser, just have it sit here and wait for your partner, but he could be, still working in the other room, and then when he gets here, you could be busy getting material or doing something. So to kind of not have to run back and forth, you can prepare ahead of time where this is located. A couple ways to do that. You look for a nearby plumb stud. Now that could be the stud it belongs to. So like here, you can see the opening is on that stud. So you could go measure from that hard to center of duct, 18 inches, and just leave that there. So as long as you're communicating with your top guy and he knows what you're doing, you'll follow that number. We also have a door that you're always going to plumb in with your laser, right? So you have what I call a plumb stud, and that's going to be from the door 28 inches to the center line. I like to actually draw it out and just give one side of it, but it just depends on the situation. Now if you want to do, now I did post about this a long time ago, but what you can do is, since you're already going to stand up this stud for your partner as well as this one, you can actually draw 10 foot 6.5 on this for him already. You can draw the bottom and the top, and then all he has to do is just put up the headers, right? He doesn't have to drop his tape or rangefinder, whatever he's got going, to locate it on the stud. You've already done it for him. Once you cut the headers, you can also tag those, tack them near where he could reach them, and then again, he doesn't have to come down, and you don't have to run back and hand it to him or clutter his lift. Now we're going to ignore the fact that these are laid out on center. I'm not a big fan of that, and as you can see, they missed. Put it on the hard side, it's a lot harder to miss, but that's a different talk there altogether. So what this does also give you, and I'll show you on a stud I've already marked out, 10 foot 6.5 tells you your bottom and your top cripple when you put all that together. Again, part of that header package. Let's go take a look. So I've pre-marked out this stud. Now this is what I'm talking about. If you're, you could run your mark and mark it on the side stud for your partner, then he doesn't have to drop his tape, which can be a pain in the butt sometimes. But this is more importantly, this is kind of drawing out how you get your bottom top cripple. So if I already know the bottom of duct is 10 foot 6.5, I take off a quarter. Now I've got my bottom cripple, right? We know it's 13 inches high, so if I measure up 13 inches, now I know what the top cripple size is. Now if I only need one cripple, I don't write all this out and mark that. That's just for this video. But it kind of gives you a quick idea. So now you can get all of your cripples, top and bottom, pre-cut for your bottom guy, and he doesn't have to wait on you. You don't have to wait on him to get the number. You don't have to run back and forth. Your top guy gets to be pretty independent because you've already given him everything he needs while you're working on the bottoms and cutting more headers and getting ahead of your partner. Following that same process, I've had my partner mark out layout so that he doesn't have to throw up a stud every time I need a layout stud. So now he comes off the nearest wall, tells me where the number is. It's 23.6 to the hard side, and now I don't have to wait for him to throw up a laser or call him back to throw me up a number or a laser.